On an ordinary Sunday afternoon in Temple City, California, a sudden blaze tore through a small neighborhood, leaving destruction and horror in its wake. As the flames settled, the quiet community was shattered by the revelation that this was no accident. It was the sinister act of a man living among them.
Yeah, I was just inside my house and I heard some screaming and wailing. It sounded, and it was kind of long. It sounded weird, so I went out to check it out, and then I just saw the house from the inside totally in flames. Fire.
The sun was setting as emergency calls came in around 4:50 p.m. that October day, reporting a fire in the 6,000 block of Sultana Avenue. Smoke billowed from one of 4 homes on the lot, engulfing the structure in thick, dark clouds visible from blocks away. Firefighters and police arrived within minutes, dousing the fire as neighbors watched with mounting dread. While the flames were subdued quickly, the real tragedy lay within the scorched structure, where firefighters found the bodies of 2 men and a woman, burned beyond recognition. As they worked to locate survivors, 2 critically injured residents were found outside, their bodies scarred from the flames. Initially, officials believed the blaze was a tragic accident. However, as they examined the scene, suspicions began to arise. An eyewitness had seen Zhang, a longtime resident of the shared property, lurking near the fire moments before it erupted. Neighbors claimed that tensions had been mounting between Zhang and the other residents for months, with minor arguments escalating into full-blown disputes.
Unfortunately, they arrived to heavy smoke and fire showing from the front of the building. Immediately went into rescue mode, but were unable to save those 3. Fortunately, we were able to get 2 patients treated and transported.
Please subscribe to our channel and make comments about what you think of our videos. Police soon detained Zhang for questioning, piecing together his possible involvement. Hours after the blaze, authorities identified him as a person of interest, and by early Monday morning, Zhang was officially in custody. Further investigation revealed inconsistencies in Zhang's account of the events leading up to the fire, prompting law enforcement to probe deeper. When Zhang was arraigned later that week, the district attorney's office announced that he would face 3 counts of murder for the lives lost, alongside 2 counts of attempted murder for the critically injured survivors. Prosecutors also confirmed that Zhang could face life imprisonment without the possibility of parole if convicted. The charges sent shockwaves through the community, many of whom had known Zhang for years and found it nearly impossible to reconcile the man they thought they knew with the horrifying accusations now against him. Local media coverage delved into Zhang's background and the residents of the affected property. The lot on Sultana Avenue, a small complex of 4 homes, housed an extended community of families and older residents who had developed close relationships over the years. For many of the surviving residents, the fire and the tragic loss of friends and family were compounded by the betrayal of one of their own. Please subscribe to our channel and make comments about what you think of our videos. Community leaders held a vigil in memory of the victims, and grief counselors were brought in to support the shaken neighborhood. As Zhang awaited trial, the investigation continued, with law enforcement meticulously examining possible motives and building a timeline of events leading up to the fire. Forensic teams analyzed the remnants of the burned structure, gathering evidence that might prove Zhang's involvement beyond reasonable doubt. Neighbors remained vigilant, providing witness accounts and any information that might help authorities build their case. The trial, expected to take place in the coming months, would be a turning point for the small community. Prosecutors were prepared to argue that Zhang's actions had been premeditated and deliberate, driven by a long-standing feud with his roommates. Defense attorneys, meanwhile, hinted at possible mental health issues, signaling that Zhang's defense might attempt to cast doubt on his intentions. As Temple City awaits further developments, the community remains haunted by the devastating blaze and the unsettling knowledge that, sometimes, danger lurks far closer than we can imagine. Please subscribe to our channel and make comments about what you think of our videos.